Dina. I am a designer and a furniture artist. I am with Pieces Reclaimed by Dina, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how you can upholster a chair like this. Today's video is number 2 out of 3 videos that will teach you how to flip a chair like this in 3 days. Even if you never ever did upholstery from before, it is actually a very straightforward process and structured. So follow the steps, and with some practice you too can have your own gorgeous chair. So in today's tutorial I'm going to be using this air pump. The first thing I'm going to be doing basically, and excuse me Oreo, this is my cat. I'm going to start by covering it with this fabric. Here you go. So this is what we have right now, and we need to have it here. So this is the first one I usually start with, and again it goes from the middle. Then the second step I like to do to start with the cross. The next step in the process would be very important to pay attention how you are going to start applying the other ones. So as you can see, the horizontal one here is on the top and the vertical one is under it. The second one, when you are going to insert it, it has to be the other way. So because the one I have on the right here, the horizontal one, or at least it's horizontal for me, is on the top. This one needs to go under it, like this. Now, when I'm going to apply this one, same like we did here, this is on the top, the one next to it, so this one needs to start from here. Same like what we did with the horizontal ones. When you start, you need to look at the one next to it, and since I have this one on the top, this one needs to go under. The next step in the process, and I always like to use this thing, very important, before you start using this guy, you check the tip. Even when you clean it, when you finish, it tends to gather some dry glue here and it makes a total mess. And always test it away from your chair, because many times the first pump really comes out messy. Look, this one is not very bad. I had situations where it was all over the place. And apply this in a well-ventilated area. And of course, use protective glasses for especially the stapling process and also for glue. I here. Process is to start putting the foam on. wheel, spray a little bit, and just fill up the holes. The next step in the process is to apply this material. So I'm gonna use this again here. This is the fabric I'm going to be using. I'm going to have my British style chair design. So this is the middle, basically. So this is the middle here on the bottom as well, where the middle is on the top. And I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom here. What you need to do in the beginning is to basically staple it from the top, then the bottom, and both sides. And flip your chair and check your work and make sure that it's basically aligned and centered in the way as you want it to be. Bring it back again and basically staple all around it. You don't need to stretch it a lot, especially on the back here. Close so you can see how I stapled all around it. And I'm going to basically now check how it looks from the back. The next thing I want to do is basically to cut my fabric around, and I want to cut it in a way to maintain as much as possible of the fabric and keep it, because I'm going to use it to make a welt. Now I'm going to finish the upholstery of the back of the chair using this, starting with this piece here. And I got this at Joanne. It comes like square pieces like this. And I like it because, especially for the back, it's just easier and faster way of doing it than having to cut the pieces. And I don't use a lot of thick, you don't want to use thick form in the back of the chair, because especially when you are going to be putting the top, if it is too stuffy, it's gonna wrinkle on the sides when you are stapling it. And as you can see, I did not put adhesive here. So I missed one step in the process that apparently my phone was not recording when I thought it was. But before this layer here, as you can see, you can see it here. I did same thing we did in the seat, basically applying the upholstery strings. And I did one vertical like this and two horizontal ones. So they are under this one. So it's the same process how I did them on the chair seat, I did them on the back. So next step is to use this fabric, and I will also drop the name of the material. You can get it online in upholstery and fabric stores. It's really nice and soft, and it really helps in Also covering the color of any stuffing or foam you might have in the inside. Subscribe to my channel so you can see tomorrow's tutorial as well. In tomorrow's tutorial, I will be adding the front fabric and you will get to see the choices I am making, and I will talk a little bit about the design aspect of how I've been choosing certain options, and I promise you it's not going to be as wide as some of my projects, but it's going to be definitely gorgeous. And tomorrow I am going to be also doing welt and show you how to add it to the chair.